Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actress you know from films like Bottoms and Inside Out 2, as well as the critically acclaimed FX series The Bear. The third season premieres June 27th on Hulu. Please welcome to the show for the first time, Ayo Edebiri, everybody. To have you here.
I got really nervous when you were introing the drummer because I was like, I've never played for Korn. I was like, yes, I will be doing those things. I can do that,
so wait,
sure.
You thought it was you all the way up till Korn.
Yeah, well, I was like, yeah, no, for sure. People talk about my skills often. Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to see you a few times this year.
Yes.
The most previous time I saw you was when you were looking resplendent at the Met Ball.
Ooh,
Look at you.
Thank you. SAT word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I liked is when I found you at the Met Ball, there was a tiny little comedy corner.
I loved it because it was like you, me, Donald Glover, and I was like, we all feel like frauds, don't we? It was really nice. It was
a fancy room, and yet we were like, oh, hello, do you do comedy? Yes, I do comedy. I also got to see you when you hosted SNL. You were here in February. You were fantastic. And I know you have, not only a comedy background, but a sketch background. Did you just love that experience?
It was honestly the best, and there were so many, friends there. It was really, really nice. I didn't expect to, take a job for a week. I didn't realize that I would be, actually working.
Oh, it's a full-time job.
I was like, I thought we'd just show up and we get to be all cute, And I was like, I'm employed. I'm like bringing my laptop in. Yeah.
And you got paid nothing for it.
No, at all.
It's a bad job.
Wait, I paid Lorne money. I sent him a Venmo for $150. Was I not supposed to?
Nobody falls for that.
Okay, all right,
He says twice a year, he's like, you know who fell for it? He goes, I got 150 from Ayo.
150 from Jacob Elordi and Ayo Edebiri. 150.
Yeah, Elordi and Ayo. That were the two.
Those were the two. 150.
Also, I was talking to you backstage. Here you are.
Here
Inside
I
Out 2.
am.
Congratulations. Huge weekend.
Real crazy, yeah.
Andy.
Yes.
I was saying I saw somebody posted a video of you doing all the different voices. I mean, again, just great voice work in a way that made me reflect. And I'm like, this is why no one asks me. Because you can do.
Well, it's also because I'm saying nasty, toxic things about you in those circles.
Oh, you're undercutting me
constantly.
in the industry.
Well, because I heard they were like, oh, this is a Seth Meyers type, and I was like, no, he's toxic. He's toxic.
Wait, are you saying it came down to me or
you? It was me and you. I'm sorry. I thought you knew.
You wanted me to know? You did give away a trick, though, that I think is fascinating about what you're doing in the booth. Because I was like, God, she's so good. What is the Pixar trick?
The Pixar trick? The bar.
Yes.
They have a bar at Pixar that's like an effort bar. And I can't explain why it works, it just does, but you hang on to the bar and I guess you lose all sense of reality. and you can just fling your body as much as possible and the bar helps.
It's so fun.
Is me doing this also helping?
It's good.
Explain the bar.
Yeah, it's helping a lot of people.
Good.
We also were both honored this week at the Las Culturistas Awards.
We
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you as well.
And we were, as we were unable to attend, they sort of put our names up, but we were on the same screen. You won the award for most awards, and I won the Best Vibe Hands Down award.
Hands down.
Really a nice year for both of us.
And it was a tight race for you, I know.
Yes.
A lot of good vibes in
A lot
this
of
town.
good. I mean, I'm not going to say it because I think it reflects badly on me. But
well, I mean, you beat SZA, you beat Beyonce.
You can say it.
I'll say it.
I'm so excited for the third season of The Bear. Congratulations. I'm also very excited because you directed an episode this year.
Yes, I did. I directed an episode.
That seems like, I would assume based on how beautifully the show captures the chaos of a kitchen, it must be different than directing any other show.
For sure. We also shoot so quickly. And like Chris is very like, amazing, second take, cool, we're happy, right? And you're sometimes like, wait, what? No. But so we shoot really quickly, but our crew is just the best. They've all worked on a lot of like Chicago shows, a lot of procedurals, so they just like know everything in the world, I think. And yeah, it was really, really a blast. I had like a mini director school with Robert Townsend, who plays my dad.
Who's a
who's
brilliant director.
Amazing director, iconic director. And he took me out to lunch and he was like, let's talk about directing. If there's any questions, anything you want to know, like, let's have a sit down. And I was like, perfect. Like, I'll just listen to this man tell me stories and I will learn. And that is that. And we showed up and he had like pieces of paper for me and a pencil. And he was like, draw us right now. How would you direct it?
Wow.
I was like, what?
That's amazing.
It was great. And then we were just like walking around this restaurant we were sitting in, and he was like, okay, where would you shoot it from? How would you shoot this man eating lunch by himself? And I'm like, hello, man.
At what point did they ask you to leave the restaurant?
Immediately.
Yeah,
Immediately, yeah.
I was also telling you the last time I saw you, I had just been in Boston.
Yes.
And you were one of the people on the cover of Boston Magazine. You're from Boston.
I am from Boston, yeah.
The Boston Celtics, by the time this airs, they may be world champions.
They will be world champions.
Okay, great. I was going to ask, based on that, so do you have an investment in the Boston Celtics?
Yes.
Okay.
I think there's something that's like in the Boston tap water that makes you like a fan of Boston teams regardless of anything.
Yeah.
They can do no wrong.
Right.
Everyone is the bad guy, and we are the underdogs, even though we've been champions 57 times.
Yeah.
We are always the
also say
underdogs.
it's very easy for me on the outside to look at Boston fans and be like, oh, no, we're the bad guy. Like,
No,
everybody...
it's very like, are we the baddies?
Yeah.
It's very that.
It's very that.
Yeah.
When you see like Boston fans like in the Dallas airport,
Sure.
you're like, oh, we're bad people.
Yeah.
But yet at the same time, I don't care.
Oh, we're so cute.
We're so
We're so cute.
Do you have? I did not know about the Cool Dog. Will you explain the Cool Dog?
Okay, so I'm obsessed with cool dogs. Nobody outside of the greater Boston area seems to know what they are.
Yeah.
And
This is a photo of the
well,
Cool Dog.
they're foul and
Okay.
they're perfect. It is a treat that I had as a child at Boston sports games. I'm hearing sort of nauseous noises. Weird. And it's a hot dog, but it's ice cream.
Yeah. But it's not a hot dog.
What? Come on, but it's not a hot dog. It's ice cream. Okay, so the bread is cake, and the dog is ice cream, but it's put through the same machine they make hot dogs through. So the shape's all like a hot dog, and then the mustard is chocolate sauce.
The best is the more you're trying to sell it, you're making them more grossed out.
And the relish is whipped cream.
And also, there's a little bit of real hot dog.
Take a walk on the wild
same
side.
machine,
It's the
so
same
some of the
machine.
hot dog gets in.
Whenever I'm like, oh, okay, like time to email my therapist, time to hit Zoe up, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm scrolling the Cool Dogs website and I'm like, if I order a pack of 24, because you can only get them like Costco size. You can only get them if you're putting on sporting events for children
Yeah.
or championship teams, I guess. Like they don't sell them because
Yeah.
everybody wants some of these. Why are they putting these in store? Yeah, but I love them and I dream of them.
Do you think there are other things in Boston that only people from Boston care about?
Of course. I once was at a party and I was reduced to tears because I was talking about the Great Molasses Flood.
Uh-huh.
Make some noise for that. Okay, zero noise. But I was like, well, it was like a really serious thing that happened, obviously. And
Yeah.
everybody started laughing and I was like, it's not funny. Like people died of molasses. Like the streets smelled of molasses in the summer for 70 years after the Great Molasses Flood. It's nothing to laugh about.
It is very funny. If a comedian starts talking about a great molasses flood, it does seem like it might be a funny thing. And not that people tragically died from molasses.
Molasses.
Yeah.
Which I get, it's really slow. Why didn't they just run away? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. And I wish I was.
You're
Things would have been different. Tell you that much.
You're a little guilty of why people are laughing at the Great Molasses Flood.
know.
I like that the last two things are like, it's like a hot dog, but it's a dessert. It's a tragedy, but it's a dessert.
But it's a dessert. Boston tourism. Let's do it.
Wait, is this true that your family had an interaction with the great director?
Oh, my villain origin story.
Okay, good.
So when I was a child, they were filming The Departed in Boston,
Yeah.
and you know they're all around town. I'm like 10 years old, and I'm like, me and Leo, Endgame. Don't worry, I've got the Titanic box set. So yeah, and then they were filming it, and there was like a knock on our door one day, and me and my dad were heading out to piano lessons, and it was like somebody, and they were like, hey, we were about to film this Martin Scorsese movie. How would you feel about letting us use your house? And my dad was like, use my house so you can get the deed to my house. You see a working immigrant man with a house, and you want to steal the house. You want to come inside the house, take my keys, take the deed, and take my family. Nice try. And they're like, yeah, like, no, that's not how that works. Like, we just want to use your house for like a few days, and we pay you for it. And he's like, yeah, you pay me money. So in court, you can say you paid for my house. They're like, literally, no, if you wait like 30 minutes, Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese will come. I mean, it's like, yeah, and we'll have a black president. Nice try. And he left, and I went to piano lessons. And then they used like a house in our neighborhood, and I don't play piano anymore, so.
Well, you got your revenge.
I got my,
you got your revenge.
I got my revenge.
What a delight to have you here, Ayo. It is just a joy to talk to you. Guys, that's Ayo Edebiri. The third season of The Bear premieres June 27th on Hulu. Inside Out 2 is in theaters now. We'll be right back with Luke Wilson.